Hey y'all, welcome back to Krista's Kitchen. So today is my daughter's birthday, and with all birthday traditions we get to pick what we want to eat for dinner. So she wants to eat fancy chicken for dinner, so we're going to have fancy chicken. It just looks fancy. It's not super hard or fancy to make. It's actually one of the simplest things you can do. So I'm going to zoom y'all in and show y'all how we prepare the chicken and get it on the stovetop. It does have to go from stovetop to oven, so there's a little bit of an extra step, but it's not hard at all. So I'm going to show y'all how we do it. Okay y'all, so we have 3 chicken breasts, and this will be enough because one will be for Eleanor, one for Michael, and one for Thatcher and I to share. But we just want to butterfly them. So we just want to take them and slice them fairly evenly and flat through the center. And this just creates our little pocket for our cheese. There's nothing fancy about this at all. Super simple. I've already done the other 2 just to save time. So we're going to stuff 2 big slices of mozzarella cheese right in the center of both of these. You don't have to use any toothpicks or anything like that to secure them in place. Now I'm just going to pat all 3 of these dry with a paper towel before we season it, just so our seasoning really sticks. Now here I have our skillet warming up with just a little bit of butter melted into the bottom of the pan. So to season these, all we're doing is sprinkling them with a little bit of seasoned salt and a little bit of pepper. I'm going to bring our pan over so you can see. You see I just have about 2 tablespoons of butter down in the pan. I'm going to put these seasoned side down. And I'm going to pat and season the back of these. And they're going to cook on each side for about 2 to 3 minutes just to brown them. They won't cook all the way through. I also have the oven preheating to 425, so that's where they'll do the majority of their cooking. So y'all see this beautiful golden color? That's really what we're wanting to see right now. We have about another 2 minutes on this side, and then we'll be moving them to the oven. But if you don't have a pan like this that will go from stovetop to oven, just transfer these onto like a baking sheet and put them in the oven at this next point. But make sure if you are going from stovetop to oven, you have an oven safe pan. But we've got like 2 more minutes on here, then we're moving to the oven at 425, and it'll bake for about 20 minutes. Okay, so our chicken's all done. I need to remind myself that this handle is hot. But we're just going to move it over to a bowl, and you see some of our cheese did come out. That's okay. I'm going to pick it up before it gets too solidified and just kind of tap it down on top. And the same for this. I'm just going to kind of stick it back to it. But these chicken breasts are just going to rest over to the side while we make our sauce. So you see all these yummy bits from the chicken and the butter down in the bottom of our pan? We're going to use that to our advantage. Now if you used a separate pan to cook your chicken in the oven, you may need to add about a tablespoon of butter or so. But we're going to add about 2 cloves of minced garlic down into the bottom of our pan, along with about a tablespoon of flour. And we're just making a little roux here. So I have this on a medium heat. We're just going to brown this flour and kind of just heat up the garlic with it for about a minute or so. Awesome. Now we're going to add in about half a cup of chicken broth. So I'm going to use my chicken base like I usually do. And just add a little bit down and then a half a cup of water. And we're going to whisk this together also. Once we have this smooth consistency and we've gotten all the clumps of the flour out, we're going to turn it down to low and we're going to add in a cup of heavy cream. So we're just going to whisk this in. So now we're going to add in about 2 huge handfuls of fresh baby spinach. And this is already washed and ready to go. So, and I think this is why baby girl picked this dish, is because she absolutely loves spinach. So I'm going to add just a little bit more. I'm going to add in about half a cup of Parmesan cheese. and 1 small 6-ounce jar of artichoke hearts. You can use marinated, unmarinated, it doesn't matter. This is just what I have on hand. But this small little jar will be plenty to add impact to this dish. And didn't I tell y'all this was super simple? All we're doing is wilting the spinach down now and kind of melting that cheese, and this will be all ready. Okay, y'all, so you can see that in just 2 to 3 minutes, it all wilted down. Now, if you don't like artichokes, you don't have to use the artichoke hearts in there. They don't make a huge difference. They just kind of add a little bit extra nutrients and something to it. So we're going to put our chicken breast back down in our sauce and just kind of shimmy it into it. I am going to pour the little chicken juice down in there as well. And we'll just spoon some of the sauce over the top. We'll turn off the heat and just let it sit for just a few minutes, and it'll still kind of simmer in that sauce. But look how beautiful that is. Baby girl is going to be so happy. You can serve this with potatoes, rice, noodles, whatever you prefer. Since it is her birthday, no matter if it makes sense or not, she gets to pick all the food. So she chose macaroni, broccoli, and something, oh, sweet potatoes. So it might not make sense to us, but it's her favorite and it's her day. So hopefully y'all like this. Hopefully you give it a try, and we will see y'all next time.